Yeah, go check that out. It's sweet. I know that's when I sent it. I love it. Good job. Hi, Ty. What's up? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
All right.
I was just checking to see if I could.
Ooh,
Whoops.
that's fine. It's not like you're messing up a carpet or anything.
Yeah.
What were you checking?
To see if,
Oh yeah, look at you were moving it. That looks good.
even just to see,
I kind of angled it to get you
Yeah.
out further.
I noticed that and I was trying to check if it.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
I was
So-
checking to see if I could see all of the.
Down here is maybe a little bit of a question, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And look at how so see how I have it forward? Like I have the camera hanging out there.
You have the camera and.
And, oh, Ty, check this out.
What?
So where's our feed? Look at, we have,
A new subscriber.
We
I
got-
saw that. I saw that on top of the thing down there.
it's just
I
sitting
was
down
like,
there.
I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Except if it rains, that stuff.
If it rains, we're screwed.
Yeah, that's what I was
We're
thinking.
gonna go for it.
If it rains, that thing's screwed. But
I don't think it's gonna rain till tomorrow, and then it's gonna rain for a week straight. But tonight, I think it's gonna be good.
that's a really cool camera.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, I'll turn off the light. Oh, it's fine.
Okay, so we got.
Do you still have the? Do you,
1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller and Ty Cheney up in the booth, bringing to you some Wildcats live action. Tonight we have the Kellogg Wildcats football team hosting the Timberlake Tigers here at Teeters Field. A beautiful October evening here in Kellogg. Clear skies, probably about 65 degrees right now. We're going to run through some starting lineups real quick. First for the Timberlake Tigers, their starting offense. Starting for the Tigers is a junior, number 52 at center, Trevor Cady. Tight end, number 80, a senior, Hunter Hughes. At guard, number 54, a senior, Ryder Paisley. At the other guard, number 67, a sophomore, JT Arms. Tackle, number 75, a junior, Paul Turley. The other tackle, number 56, senior, Burke Thurman. At running back, number 25, a senior, Luke Fortin. Another running back, number 9, junior, Cale Paisley. At wide receiver, number 11, senior, Carter Fortin. At the other receiver spot, number 4, junior, Zach Yetter. And at quarterback, number 3, junior, Ashton Padel. Those are some names we know from the basketball program.
Indeed, yeah, we do. Those are some familiar names.
And then we're announcing our starting Wildcat offense, too, I believe, right now.
Is it the offense for Kellogg? Want to put those in? We got those, too.
I mean, our starting offense and starting defense.
A lot of the same, so this transfers, so.
They don't change much except for one notable exception. Travis Lohr will not be suiting up tonight. He is out for the season. Season-ending collarbone injury,
Ouch.
so no good there. He had been
so unfortunate.
He had been electric. The sophomore kind of do everything, return specialist, pick six artist, and defensive back. Starting for your Wildcats tonight offensively, a center, number 61, Shane Britton. A guard, number 55, Otto Sharp. At the other guard, number 53, Aaron Leto. At tackle, number 70, Brody Hoffman. The other tackle spot, number 51, Carson Hudson. At running back, number 29, Skylar Britton. At
slot
receiver. Gotcha. Slot receiver, number 84,
with this offense.
Jace Garcia. The other slot receiver, number 40, Austin Miller. At wide receiver, number 15, Colby Luna. The other receiver, number 11, KJ Walker. And at quarterback, number 2, Ripley Luna. So we'll wait here for the coin toss to determine how this game kicks off. But Wildcats come into this with I don't want to say a 2-1 record. They've only played 3 games here. They've had a couple games fall off their schedule due to COVID. Among COVID and smoke.
Mainly and emphasis on home games. Like they just haven't. This is their second home game.
Second home
time
game.
we've been here, so.
They were supposed to play St. Mary's early in the season. St. Mary's elected to start their season late due to COVID.
Yep.
And then they were supposed to travel down to Orofino. Orofino. I was going to say Grangeville, but no, Grangeville came up here and really got the job done against us just 2 short weeks ago. And then we had a bye last week. So the Wildcats have not only lost 2 games, but they had their official bye in the midst of all this. They open up their Intermountain League schedule with the
Timberlake.
league's top dog.
And they're good, Josh. They're good. They're deep. They just have a good program.
You know, and I will agree with you that they are deep, but I'm looking at this Timberlake team, and this is one of the smaller Tiger squads I've seen.
Hey, we got them 2 years ago, right?
Was it 2 or 3?
3. Well, we got them. It
was Coach Lucer's inaugural year.
Yeah,
he was here for 3,
and,
so it was 3 years ago.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I mean, hey, I'm not saying we're going to win tonight, but I'm saying, hey, let's let it go. Let's go for it.
So it looks like there's some confusion as to what the decision was there on the coin toss.
And speaking of the coin toss, Rich Polson, let's get into that, Josh. Rich Polson's been refereeing for how many years?
I believe they said 30 years. This is his 30 years. This is his final game tonight. Here, he's the white hat.
Incredible.
And a little.
There he is. He's got the white hat. There he is.
He's the white hat
40,
tonight.
Like Kellogg High School graduate, and also a long before you and I, Josh, broadcaster for Wayne Goodson and his they had a deal there where they broadcasted Kellogg games.
Really?
And Rich and John Bailey, and they had a thing like what we were doing right now. So Rich Polson,
a
heck
trailblazer. Yeah, shout out Rich.
Yes.
Thanks for just being a part of everything. You know,
absolutely.
Being an official for 31 years is not only crazy. Some people might actually think it might be a little dumb because of the harassment you take. But thank you so much for being willing to do it.
Working at Yolks, I think he's been at IGA, Steins and IGA Yolks. He works in the meat department. I mean, equally for that many years that I can think of. So, not to get in, I just thank you, Rich. This is incredible. So,
and the opening kickoff fielded by Skylar Britton, and he's only going to get it out to about the 21-yard line. Kind of a wobbler of a kick there, and Wildcat offense for the first time here, playing in these new kits out there.
Yeah, let's just talk about these uniforms. The white pants I'm not super crazy about, but let's
white pants and white sleeves.
Yeah,
maybe
let's let them develop just like a fine wine. Let's sniff and just kind of
let it age a little bit.
Yeah,
see what happens.
And with that, let's go to the north cam and see what the end zone cam looks like, and it's not horrible.
No. I love that new view.
I do too. What a great venue.
Ripley Luna takes the snap. He's rushed a little bit, rolls out, holds the ball, I think, just a little too long. I think he had a moment, saw like a small window, went to throw it, and then that pocket collapsed on him. And we're going to take a little loss here, and probably about 6 or 7 yards. I can tell you one thing that I don't like about COVID rules. The chain gang
on this side.
On our side of the field.
Exactly.
Making things real weird. Ripley
makes it really hard to
hand off this time to looks like Skylar Britton.
Britton with a nice.
We like Skylar Britton. The way he runs the ball is incredibly hard. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 24-yard line here.
And Josh, after that Grangeville game, I mean, I'm not trying to sell us low, but as long as we don't move backwards.
As long as we don't not snap the ball well.
Get this thing off, get some yardage, and get a first down. If not, punt this thing.
Wildcats had the one-on-one coverage they wanted. Well played there.
Good defense.
Number 23 for Timberlake, and I'm looking for their starting defense here, and I'm not seeing it. Number 23. Who?
23. That maybe because they were delayed on the pass, like jerseys have changed because our roster doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, there's no 23. That's a shame because that was a heck of a defensive play there. Great throw by Ripley. Had the look he wanted. Just underthrew his twin brother Colby by maybe a foot or two, and it was enough for the cornerback to turn around and make a play on it. Great defensive play. Not a bad offensive start for the Wildcats. I bet Ripley Luna would like to have that opening play back, but good punt there from Brody Hoffman. Punts it out to the opposite 44. So Tigers with favorable field position, but definitely.
Hey, Josh, they're not 1st and goal, so
right.
You know, positives.
Wildcats with plenty of green behind them to defend. So let's see what the Wildcats dial up here defensively. Quarterback for the Tigers, number 3, junior Ashton Padel. Solid basketball player. Takes a snap, inside handoff. And this has been the Wildcats' kryptonite. We saw it against Grangeville. They don't defend the run very well, particularly well. They struggle with that.
Yeah, especially Grangeville really brought a well-disciplined run. I mean, they didn't give up on it after maybe a quarter and a half of 1, 2, 3 yard gains. If you just keep with it, yeah. I mean, Kellogg got tired and field position won, and yeah.
Right back to the well there. This time a short gain.
Those D linemen from Kellogg, they root, they get underneath, and they do a great job, but you know, they're out there a lot.
Yeah.
And that just gets really tiring. So we're just going to have to see how this develops. But
Luke Fortune on the carry there again for the Tigers. Maybe a 1 yard gain on the play. 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats.
3rd and 2, you know, maybe a big stop here. But I assume this is going to be 4-down territory for the Tigers.
Yeah.
If they don't get a first down here, they're going to go for it. So
I would assume so, but, you never know. Maybe the Wildcats get in the backfield here, make a decent play, a little misdirection. And they're going to get
Nice
stopped.
pick there. Who was that? That was a wall of.
That was Skylar Britton on the tackle, or at least he
wow.
was in on it. And it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
And let's take a look at that replay there because somebody just put the wood there. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was a
Nice job there, Mr. Britton.
a good defensive play there by
So
the
what do we
Wildcats.
got here? 4th and what?
4th and 1.
So, of course, they're going to go for it. But, hey, Wildcats have said, hey, we're not going anywhere.
Right. This, if anything, if this is indicative of anything, the Wildcats came to play. They're going up the middle, and
He just
they give
escaped
up
on that edge, yeah.
a big gain there for Fortin, who picks up about 10 on the play.
And that wasn't really a blown coverage or a blown stop. It just was a good read by the running back getting to
good
the outside
blocking up
edge on
front.
that. He just kind of shifted.
When you have guys opening up holes like the ones Timberlake just opened, though, I mean, he probably could have bounced that to the outside for at least one.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Took the handoff. First throw from Padel, and it's overthrown. And
Josh, one thing I'm confident in with I like our Kellogg team, but one thing I really feel good about is our DBs. They're athletes.
Because they're receivers.
It's 50% Luna.
Yeah.
And it's KJ Walker. I mean, these kids know how to play.
If I had to pick the 3 guys I would want guarding deep, it would be those 3. The only problem is that the 3A level pass plays like that can be few and far between.
Right.
A little reverse here, and I'm trying to get the number here. Almost tripped up. Went for the shoelace there. Big run there from Carter Fortin. So I'm assuming we're looking at brothers here. We've got Luke and Carter, so possibly a twin duo of their own. And it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 17.
That's another scamper.
And Timberlake kind of showing their dominance on the ground.
Yeah, they are very disciplined, and they are they.
Read option pitch to the outside. That's going for 6. Nothing the Wildcats could do about that. They were not lined up in a defensive set that could even remotely handle.
That's a great job by Timberlake showing up after a delay. And, the locker facilities here aren't the best, to say the least. And Timberlake just came and said, we're just going to do what we can. And
we're going to play our game.
We're just going to do it anyway. So kudos to Timberlake there.
Good pitch there. The touchdown going to number 9. That's running back Cale Paisley, a junior. So Paisley strikes first. Carter Fortin on the carry here, and I think we're going to get a false start here. It looked like number 67 of the Tigers jumped. So, we're getting encroachment.
Oh, that's not good.
So now I think you're going to see the Tigers run the ball, or at least go for the 2. But they like the move up there, the extra couple yards, and Wildcats might have just put themselves into a tough spot. They were looking at only 1 point, but now they're going to have to play with their backs against the wall here and stop the 2.
Well, if you're Timberlake, why not?
Why not?
I mean, you're going to give us another 1.5 yards. Let's just punch it in.
And Fortin on the carry there, and he gets in.
So we're going to go 8-0.
8-0. Timberlake on top of Kellogg here early. 7:51 left in the first quarter. What did I like about that opening? You always want to talk about the opening drives for both. And offensively, Ripley, I think he was looking to throw that ball in that first play, but the pocket closed around him, so he got the sack. Then Skylar Britton ran for a good gain, and then we took a shot, and it was well played. So offensively, I like the aggressive approach the Wildcats took. Defensively,
we got ground down, but
when you give up a fourth down,
yeah. But on a positive, Josh, we didn't give them a 1st and goal. So
no,
they marched. What was that? 40.
That was over. No, that was 50. 56
yards,
plays.
56 yards, and I mean they did. It was systematic, but we at least made them earn it. And
the shame was it was only 1 attempted pass play, so that means all 56 yards were gained on the ground.
Why do I feel like Timberlake has 42 guys on the kickoff.
Yeah, they line their kicker up on the right side there. And a great kick there is going
right
to
in the
bounce
gap.
safely into the end zone. So Wildcats going to take over from their own 20.
Well, Josh, why don't we take a break and go to a sponsor real quick, and we'll regroup and see if Kellogg does the same. From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live.
And we're back live here in the first quarter. Kellogg trailing Timberlake 8-0. 7.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. On first down, Skylar Britton's run went for, looks like, about nothing. Out of the shotgun. Oh, Ripley Luna just underthrew KJ Walker, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats here. Wildcats really just need to find their footing. And, we've seen this offense move the ball. So if the Wildcats can get into a bit of a rhythm here, I think it would be a big deal for their offensive morale, since a lot of these guys didn't have to jog off the field when it switched from defense to offense. Ripley rolls out, has a man, hits Austin Miller, and Miller is going to pick up, it looks like about 9.
So close enough anyway.
Tough call coming here for the Wildcats now. Skylar Britton has shown that he can ground and pound for a couple yards. He's just got to get up there, but Wildcats going for it here. Risk it for the biscuit, as they say. Oh, tried to hard count him.
Hard count him, yeah.
See what they dial up. And Wildcats going to take a timeout
That's
here.
what I thought. But I don't hate that. I like that they forced their hand, at least.
And unfortunately, when you're short-staffed like Kellogg happens to be, the punter is on the line.
Yeah.
So you can't really audible from your spread offense into your punt formation.
No, you can't.
And maybe instead of burning the timeout, if you're going to try the hard count, maybe line Brody Hoffman up as a fullback or something.
Hey, you know what, Josh? Hey, since we're in timeout, Kellogg took a timeout. I love that we have people that text us in, and the voice of the Wildcats does not disappoint.
Steve
Richie
Shepard.
Paulson also played for Wayne Sevier.
Oh, my.
Special teams coach for the Redskins and a Super Bowl winner. Like, Rich Paulson is taking the stage tonight, and he should.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich Paulson.
Thanks, Steve Shepard, for the...
And thank you, Steve Shepard. Exactly. Like, this is good stuff.
End over end by Hoffman, and it goes out on the 46-yard line. Oh, looks like they're going to spot them. Looks like they're spotting them just shy of the 45 here. So almost identical field position for the Tigers to start this out.
Deja vu for us.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Wildcats defense can tighten up. I liked a few of the things that we saw from them early on.
Me too.
Shooting through the gaps, trying to make a play. The problem is I do look at Timberlake as a team that has a lot of speed, and they can rotate guys in and out.
They have fresh
Padel
bodies.
drops back to pass. Oh, no.
Uh-oh, wide open.
Oh, no. Blown coverage. It had to be blown coverage there. No safety back. KJ Walker turning around. He is upset. I think he believed there was supposed to be somebody back there, and that's going to be a 55-yard touchdown. Padel connecting there with Yetter.
And I'm going to say, it's nothing related to the game, but kudos to Ty Cheney. He was right on top of that. Like, I looked at our feed, and all I saw was the receiver running for pay dirt, which I didn't like. But Ty, nice job. Like, just on top of it. And as soon as we get the score updated, it's going to be what?
It looks like
15?
the kick from Fortin.
It's going to be 15-0. We're going to get
Is
that
good.
updated. But good job, Ty, on the camera, because I saw that and it was spot on.
And right now the Wildcats got to do a little self-reflection
Yeah, they got to
defensively.
settle in right now because Timberlake is not going to – they're not letting off.
Yeah, and going into this, Timberlake has been the outside of 3 years ago when Kellogg's quest for a football state championship ironically came up just
It did come up just short, too.
a yard short on
that
a
was
two-point
great team.
conversion.
Yep.
Timberlake has been a giant
Yeah,
in
they
the
have.
Intermountain League, and really men among boys when it came to North Idaho football, routinely taking on the class of the 4As and even dropping down and beating up on St. Mary's, who is a state champion recently in their own right.
Yeah.
So for the Tigers, they're incredibly talented. So make no mistakes about that. This is a team that knows how to get it done. Ball gets blown off the tee here. Kick here coming from, I believe that's Fortin again. Timberlake really does have about 3-4 guys that are doing just about everything for him, though. Kick is nice deep kick. This one will be fielded. Oh, and Skylar Britton can't corral it, and it goes out of bounds right about the 19-yard line. Ooh, tough spot. Oh, yeah, they're going to give it to him. Just shy of the 20.
The problem is the Wildcats really need every inch they can get, and
Right.
they're just not getting it.
Offensively, outside of a few games, the game against Priest River, and even that first series against Grangeville, the Wildcats have struggled to move the ball and have relied heavily on the fact that their defense in the first couple games they played was very good. But unfortunately, the last two games for them, they have really, really struggled to keep the opposition from scoring. Rip takes the snap, fires it over. This one caught by Austin Miller. And Miller tried to bounce back in, and so we're looking at only maybe a pickup of 3 or 4 on the catch.
Yeah, Timberlake's making every yard just so tough, Josh.
And I don't know if we can get a replay of that, if
We
we
can try.
have that ability right
Might be a little
now.
late, but we'll try it.
Miller, I think, had the opportunity, and we're
cut
just
that up, maybe?
yeah, he could have bounced to the outside, and I think at least gotten 2 or 3 more yards, but instead tried to cut back in. Read option here, pitch out to Britton. Britton rounds the corner, stiff arms his guy, and makes a great play to pick up the first down.
Well,
Gets
that,
out to about
Josh,
the 36.
That we can replay.
And that was
we
a
will.
heck of a run there. That was Padel riding him for about 5 or 6 yards.
And that was a nice pitch by Luna.
Yeah.
He strung that out as far as he could. So, hey, let's take it.
Wildcats
because-
moving the sticks.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So first down, and it looks, do we have a penalty? We have a penalty. Trying to see what we're looking at. Something that must have happened after the play for them to add 15 yards at the end. Maybe a face mask or a unsportsmanlike conduct, but it's 1st and 10 from the Wildcats from the 50. Ripley Luna picks up a good block, rolls out, fires one into tight coverage. Great catch by Austin Miller.
There's just no room for error on that
And
play.
this is where the Wildcats get kind of dangerous. When they're playing this fast, free-flowing offense where they can take shots, Ripley Luna is allowed to...
Yeah, let him work.
We learned last year in basketball, because we got a crash course
we did.
in Luna last year. Ripley is willing to take and live with the consequences of risks, because I think he would rather see a risk possibly pay off as, oh my goodness, Skylar Britton right there. Skylar Britton got popped, and I think the fumble has already been recovered. Britton got hit hard,
And
and I think we were down by contact.
let's hope. Nope. We are going Timberlake's way, so...
And the Wildcats trying to plead their case. turnover on downs. Tough out for the Wildcats, who were moving the ball very well. Skylar Britton got hit hard. And I thought he was down already. And I actually thought Otto Sharp had possession of the ball. But anyone who's been on the bottom of one of those scrums there knows that getting a hold of that football is like holding a wet baby. They are slippery. Oh, they go deep again.
Out again.
And this time KJ Walker is there to stop the big play. And KJ is again turning around because I'm not sure what he thinks is supposed to be there. Is there supposed to be a safety?
Yeah, it seems like some miscommunication there by the Cats. And
the way KJ is reacting.
Right, yeah.
He's not reacting like someone who just got beat and taking his frustrations out on himself, because we've seen KJ. Another run here. Oh, missed tackle. And Timberlake is going to jump out to a 3-touchdown lead here early in the game. But he's turning around. KJ Walker is turning around, and he is yelling at his teammates. We've watched KJ Walker play in this secondary for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
this is his third year.
Capable. Yeah, he's seen it all.
Yeah, he's an all-league cornerback. He's an all-league defensive back. So for him to turn around and be upset with his team leads me to believe that there's something his team is not doing that they should be doing. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wildcats catch a little bit of a break. Still find themselves down 21-0 here.
21-0. Thank you. I just now caught up on the points because our main man Bucko is not here tonight, and he was going to do the score. So I'm doing a little dual duty. So, but I'm not doing really dual duty because I have awesome people like Steve Shepard. Sending us in like info and we're just happy. I mean,
all those good broadcasts, the big broadcasts, they have those people in the background who are like, "Hey,
we're doing it all here, guys."
Yeah, there's.
And guess what? You know what? Thank you for joining us, Timberlake people.
Yeah,
we're here for you.
Yeah,
this is the best football venue. I came to a cross-country match at Timberlake High School, middle school, junior high. Our stadium is better than any IML stadium in the. I mean, it's the best.
Right.
Now, is our football team the best? No, maybe not, but we're getting there. But yeah, we're doing okay. So welcome, Timberlake. We're glad that you came after the delay.
I do like Timberlake's setup, though.
I do too. It's
natural when it's built into the hillside.
But if it rains,
that's true. No cover.
If it rains, we're good.
Yeah, that lack of covering really is what sets us apart.
It is a nice facility, though.
Fortin back to
Kellogg's got to show some signs of life here just to get through the half.
And they did, and right here, this might help. A return here. Skylar Britton's going to get out to about the 26, 27-yard line. And Britton there had been...
and Ty is all over it on the camera. I'm watching the live feed, and Ty is such a seasoned cameraman. He knows what to focus in on, and I'm watching it here. I don't even need to look at the live feed.
Ty Cheney in his third year as a cameraman. He's about to be an Intermountain League cameraman.
He's a master.
Wildcats had some momentum on that last drive before Britton coughed up the ball, but not disparaging Britton. Another little out route, and KJ Walker drops the pass. And I think KJ Walker is a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, I mean, he just played defense for 2 series and
was upset at the result because something isn't happening the way he thinks it's supposed to be.
No time to recover, right, Josh?
And I believe that in all the interaction I've had with KJ, he's not one who is out there bullying his teammates and trying to pass the buck on responsibility.
More on himself.
There's something that is not happening. And I think he's in his head a little bit. And Ripley Luna going to keep the ball, try to cut back inside, and he's going to get met by a whole bunch of Tigers there. I think he's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 on the carry there.
Yeah, let's watch that play develop here on the replay. And Luna does a good job of faking there. He gets that end to kind of...
You have a flag.
That end does just kind of get a piece of him there. And Let's see what the
False
flag is.
start.
Even worse, insult to injury.
Oh, and then a face mask. These are going to offset, so it's going to be second down. The gain will... Are they going to offset and it's going to be 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10? I believe it's going to stay 2nd and 10.
It's a replay of the down, huh?
So a tough out for the Wildcats.
You know, the Wildcats really just need a... They need a big play.
Yeah.
They need something to break their way.
Oh, they are
haven't-
replaying the down.
Yeah, they haven't lost it. They just haven't got that break. And
That's not going to help. Luna going to tuck it and get brought down deep in the backfield there.
Let's take a look here how this breaks down. And Luna just has no protection here. That's a
The
weak side
linebacker.
linebacker blitz there, just untouched. And Luna's trying to make something work, but he just isn't able. And Kellogg really, really backs against the wall now, 21-0.
And we're going to look at a 3rd and 16 here.
And this is where, man, hand it off and then punt it away again. Or I hate to put Luna back.
We're going to get a carry here.
I like that play.
Gang tackle there by the Tigers. About 5 of them getting off of poor Skylar Britton. I'm sorry, that's not Skylar Britton. Who do we have in there at number 22? Number 22 for the Wildcats. That's Dayton Bauer.
And the Wildcats are punting again, Josh. And get it. I have a feeling it's going to be midfield or better, or slightly worse for Timberlake. And
Timberlake looking to return this one.
We're limping into halftime.
Oh, this is a sky kick. High kick here. And it's going to fall dead at the Wildcats' own 46-yard line. So not a great punt.
Not the greatest, but I don't think in the grand scheme of things, Kellogg's got to play defense. They got to play better offense. You're playing against a Timberlake team that is a program.
Yeah.
And when I look at their roster and I look at their offense versus their defense, there might be 4 guys that are going to play both ways.
Right.
Kellogg's got 9 or 10 guys that are playing both ways. It's not an excuse. It's athlete against athlete, but when you're out there the whole time, you're going to get tired and worn down.
Inside handoff plugged right away. Austin Miller on the tackle there. A little bit of life for the Wildcat defense. 2:25 left here in the first quarter. This first quarter has felt like...
Yeah, it felt like a first half.
Felt like,
I was just saying, get out of the half, right?
Yeah. And I think the Wildcats, again, were kind of waiting for a pass. Last couple plays from the Tigers, they've only needed 1 or 2 to put up really, really long touchdowns.
Wildcats just need a break here. They need something to go their way.
Yetter on the quarterback keeper, bounces to the outside and gets hit pretty hard. I think he's only going to pick up about 9 on the carry. Are we going to get a first down here? We are.
Yeah. Looking at the replay, Yetter does get upfield after that initial contact, which is good for him.
And we're familiar with both Yetter and Padel, both very active members of the Tiger basketball team.
Yeah.
Logging a lot of minutes, and I expect to see them log even more this year with some of the senior departures they've had. Right now, about the time that if I was Timberlake's coach, I would be taking that shot downfield. They're going to go reverse. Wildcats in the backfield, and I think we're going to get a face mask on the play. Number 62 for the Wildcats, who is not on our roster.
And that's just...
We've got we've got a hold.
If it's a hold, then, there's some daylight for Kellogg. But if it's a face mask, it's just... You're just trying to hold your own, and it's a frustration, or it's a... Let's see what Rich Paulson, 30-plus year white hat, has to say about the situation.
From the
Good job
spot of the foul,
he's got a hold.
Wildcats going to decline it after the tackle for loss, making it 2nd and 17.
Josh, I'm just happy we got to see Rich Paulson again. We're witnessing a legend here.
Yeah, in his swan song.
Oh, it's just great.
Now will be the time to see what is done downfield. Padel takes the snap, drops back, fires one to the outside, and it's going to fall incomplete. And right now, Wildcats in a 3rd and 17 should really be looking for the pass, and hopefully they don't look so much to the pass that they give up a big run.
Boy, Josh, he had some daylight too. I mean, that drop is a blessing
he had
there
the
for the
whole
Wildcats.
left
yes,
side.
he did. He had some green to run.
The whole left side of the field was his for the taking.
So, I mean, Wildcats, they're down 21-0, but this is like a pride point right here. Like, get this done here.
Get him off the field. High snap. He drops back to throw. He's going to throw deep. And he's going to overthrow Yetter there.
We got no penalty, so good defense there on the far side. Who is that in coverage, Josh?
That was, looks like, I believe, Colby Luna.
Colby Luna. Nice job there for the DB.
And on 4th and 17, are we going to finally see the Timberlake punt unit?
I don't think we are, Josh. I think we're just going to put the pedal to the metal if we're Timberlake.
And I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I don't blame them for doing that, but at the same time, I feel like when you're up 21-0, maybe
is this like a full court press in the first half when you're up 20, Josh? Like maybe just get to the second half.
I think this is one of those situational plays where I would like to see Timberlake punt the ball just because right now they haven't had to. Padel's going to roll out. He's got to get pressured. Oh, yes!
There we go.
And the Wildcats do better. A sack there.
That is some good pursuit by some defensive ends there for the Wildcats.
And number 62, who is not on our roster.
Let's look at the replay there. That's some closure right there. Nice job, Wildcats.
And this is a potential, I don't want to say a momentum swing, but the Wildcats now have the ball in arguably their best field position since that tough pill to swallow fumble that we had about 5 minutes ago.
Absolutely. We're going to go 2 replays on that because that was just some Wildcat pursuit right there.
Great defensive call by Tim Kimberling to send the house. Wildcats with some serious personnel issues. We saw this 2 weeks ago. Guys not knowing when they're supposed to be on plays. Low snap, handoff to Skylar Britton, who's going to spin and be tackled for an extra yard.
Josh, late sub, low snap. Luna gets the ball, hands it off, and they get a gain. I mean, these Wildcats, they're just uncanny.
And the play clock starting now. Wildcats might be wise just to
just take a break.
Take a break here.
Because this is not halftime. This is quarter.
And a quick pass fired out to Colby Luna. Colby Luna going to get enough for the first. And the Wildcats are going to...
Josh, never mind. Wildcats, go.
Did they just take a timeout?
I was just going to say, before that, no. Let's just keep pressing. That's because that's what we do.
Oh, the chains, absolutely. Right now, they're moving. We talked about this earlier. You give them a little bit of daylight, but I think Ripley Luna, being the wise leader he is going to let his guys get even the extra 10 seconds.
But that play right there before the quarter, we just replayed it. What a great catch and throw and catch.
Right.
That's great by the Wildcats.
So, at the end of the first quarter, it's Timberlake 21, Kellogg 0. Kellogg threatening, though. We're going to be right back after a word from one of our sponsors.
A fervent Kellogg Wildcat supporter based in the heart of the historic Silver Valley and North Idaho, NASCO Industrial Services and Supply delivers world-class materials and service to the world's top mining and industrial operations. NASCO Industrial Service and Supply is a full-service agency including logistics, procurement support, and construction, built to serve the industries that make modern life possible. Day in, day out, they propel many of the world's largest industrial and mining companies to meet their production and financial milestones. Wildcats Live and Wildcat Activities thank NASCO Industrial Services and Supply for their support. Visit them online at nissglobal.com or call 208-783-0361. Go Wildcats! And we are back here with Kellogg Wildcats and Timberlake Tigers. And we have a little bit of a delayed run there. Kellogg running to the left side. Not a bad result. We got chains moving. That means another first down. What a way to open the second quarter for the Wildcats. It feels like I should be saying second half.
Oh, gosh, it felt like we were...
But it is the second quarter, Josh, and kudos to the Wildcats. So they're not going away. And Luna is taking charge here, and he's got... We're going to go right side here, keeper, and Luna's going to get maybe a yard, but, I mean...
He's running hard, though.
He's running hard, and the Wildcats feel like they're onto something here, and I'm onto it with them, because if we're moving forward and we're not going backwards and giving teams first and goal, we're doing well. And it's 21-0 here, Timberlake up. Kind of an onslaught there in the first quarter, but the Wildcats showing a little bit of oomph here in the first part of the second quarter. So let's see what happens.
Looking for Ripley Luna to isolate his brother.
And
he had the matchup.
Ripley's got some
there it
moves.
is. Oh, he had the matchup he wanted. He cut back, just did not get the throw off in time. And that's going to be a 3rd and 6. So now Wildcats finding themselves, I mean, obviously we think they're in 4-down territory. I don't know that I've seen Brody Hoffman kick a...
Josh, Ripley's got some moves there, and he slung that thing. I mean, it was good.
I think he saw his brother cutting back in and just overled Colby.
Wildcats just smell it. They taste it and smell it, but just not quite there yet.
I'm looking for a fast pass to the outside here. Maybe another one of those little pick plays to Austin Miller.
Austin Miller, yeah.
He's been a short yardage, 5 to 6 yard pass play pickup guy, kind of a Julian Edelman. Ooh, almost got the hard count there. Ripley Luna, the KG veteran sophomore. They're going to hand the ball off, and don't like that at all.
Not much there, no.
Don't like that call at all, and that's going to move the sticks back and bring up 4th down.
Let's take a look at that and see why didn't that develop? That's just blown up from the get-go. There's nothing on the left side there for Kellogg. There's penetration there on the right defensive end and the middle linebacker. There's just nothing happening there. Ty Cheney is on top of this stuff. I mean, I don't even have to.
Ripley on the rollback, fires in, has a man, gets in, and Wildcats are going to score.
That's a playmaker right there. That's all that is. That's
17-yard strike from Ripley Luna.
Ripley ripped one, Josh.
In there to Jace Garcia.
Let's see what happens there on the play. Like, he escapes out of the backfield there, untouched. That left end or the right end just doesn't go with him, and that strike is delivered, and a touchdown for the Wildcats. Well executed, well thrown. Wildcats are on the board, and we aren't going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Brody Hoffman on the field goal attempt. High snap, no good, and the score will stand 21-6.
Hey, we'll take it. That's some moxie right there with the Kellogg Wildcats.
We talked about this last year. We broadcasted the Kellogg-Weiser game. Kellogg played Weiser to a dang near standstill, except for 3 really big passing plays.
Yeah.
Now, I absolutely have the utmost respect for the drive that Timberlake went on to open this game. I mean, I think it was 10 plays. 9 of them were run plays. They just pounded the ball up there, and they punched it in. The last 2 touchdowns they've had, though, blown coverages if KJ Walker's reaction to them is an indication.
He knew, too, didn't he? KJ knew.
Yeah.
KJ really knew.
He knew something happened.
Blew up.
Something happened that wasn't supposed to.
Yep.
You have 2 of those back-to-back and a 21-6 game. Now, I know that at the end of the day, it's the score that matters, but right now, the way the Wildcats are playing, I mean, they've played this Timberlake team very well.
I agree. I feel good, Josh. I feel like Kellogg has, they kind of got knocked on the mat. They got knocked down, but they're up, and they punched back. Like, we've seen Kellogg teams get knocked down and get up. Okay, fine. Yeah. But they got up and they punched back, and that is a big, big change.
That's really what it boils down to. And now the Wildcats are going to have the opportunity to kick the ball off and potentially put Timberlake into a tougher spot than they've had to work with so far this year. Good kick from Brody Hoffman there. And we're going to see a return.
That's some good pursuit there.
Wildcats going to bring it down.
Yeah, that's good pursuit there and good tackling. I mean, Timberlake had a little bit of a lane there, but he went left side. Hey, Wildcats they're not going anywhere. This is good stuff.
Really like that the Wildcats are finally going to have.
Gosh, Josh, especially, I felt like that first quarter was like the first half. I'm still adjusting from that.
Yeah, that was a long first
Felt
quarter.
like, hey, it's halftime. We're only down 21-0. And look what happened. The Wildcats marched back and scored a touchdown, and it's 21-6. And hey, it's a ball game.
And now Timberlake starting with probably their worst field position of the game. Low snap, reverse. There's that reverse again.
Oh, yeah,
and
little trap play. Reverse
Fortin
trap.
there is going to pick up yards. He hurdled a guy.
That's a nice little play there. Kellogg does not know what is happening there, and Kellogg has some penetration, but they don't know where the ball is, and that's going to be a problem.
It's almost designed penetration, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So now Wildcats in a 2nd and 3 situation
We got another
here.
sub coming in there, Josh.
Late sub. A little bit of a personnel issue.
Got some personnel.
Handoff. Wildcats had the opportunity there to stuff that, and they will. The Tigers are still going to pick up the first down, though.
They do, but you know what? Kellogg, when they're in position and when they're ready, Kellogg has the athletes to make this happen.
Right.
They got guys filling gaps. They got DL guys causing havoc. 27 there just really makes, or 22 makes that play go the other way and inside, and Kellogg fills. It's a first down, but Kellogg is winning some battles here.
Right. Looking here to see on 1st and 10 if Coach Davidian and Coach Kimberling bring one of those blitzes that we saw earlier.
We're going to need a little
well.
wrinkle here, aren't we, Josh? We're
Yeah.
going to need something.
Inside handoff again. This to the.
That's not what we need.
Yeah, this was the opposite of what we wanted.
He got outside.
Pushed out of bounds right about the 50-yard line. So it's going to be first down
First, yeah.
First down for the Tigers.
And that wasn't a toss or a speed to the outside. That was a little trap or a little counter inside, and Kellogg's gotta identify where that's at.
Yeah.
And they gotta close that down.
Inside handoff again, and this has been the weakness. Great tackle there by Colby
nice
Luna.
Tackle by Luna.
Wildcats have struggled here mightily with these just, halfback dives.
Well,
you know?
I mean, kudos to Timberlake. We got to give credit to Timberlake. Their offensive line, there's a pull there by number 57. That's a nice pull block. And, I mean, Timberlake's they're a good squad.
And they're riding.
Yeah,
they
are
riding Fortin there.
They are.
Number 25.
We cannot, we can critique Kellogg. I mean, as much as two Kellogg guys can critique Kellogg. But we have got to give Timberlake some credit. These guys, I mean, that's why Timberlake is what they are. They're a football school.
They're a girls' basketball school. If we're really
Well, yeah, we're gonna
they're
brass
the
tacks,
best.
That's true.
They're the best football team in the Intermountain League, but they don't have a state championship to show for it. So, unfortunately, while I would love to call them,
And their girls do.
their girls have a lot.
By the way, have you ever heard of the Timberlake girls basketball?
Yeah.
They're kind of good.
That gym is bathed in Timberlake girl white banners.
It is indeed.
And here we go again. This is the same drive that we saw to open the game.
Trap. They're giving it to that fullback, and Kellogg.
Wildcats making some plays though.
They are. They're holding their own. I just think in the trenches, the Wildcats are not winning the battle, but Timberlake is winning the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
They're a half step ahead of Kellogg, but that's not a hit on Kellogg. They're doing their jobs. They're just
and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
that's
you
right.
know?
Yep. Keep going to the well till it's dry. Right.
Now this here is an interesting. On 3rd and 7, I fully expect to see Timberlake throw the ball here. This is obviously 4-down territory for
I
the
do
Tigers.
too, but and they have thrown it. So Timberlake has shown us that they will throw it and they will strike. But I don't
Tough
know.
spot because
Let's
you
see.
still have to hold them for at least
Ty,
2.
you think they're going to throw it?
Oh, no.
Tyson, no.
End around. Quarterback keeper. Padel's going to go down. He's not going to pick up the first.
I'm going Ty Cheney on that. He said no. He shook his head. He said no, they're not throwing it.
It's going to be 4th and 2, I believe, now.
All right, so
now the Wildcats need to really tighten up, make
you
sure
got
they
to really
don't
dig in, right?
don't give up something easy up 4th and 4.
Are we moving back? Why?
What an odd.
Fourth and
That's
4,
not
okay.
accurate. It's not 4th and 4. I can see. Yeah. They're moving it. Yeah.
4th and a long 3.
They moved it down to 2 finally. But
4th and a long 2.
I look down there. I'm like, yeah, if that's 4 yards.
Well, Ty was right on that one, though. I said, Ty, Josh and I are they going to throw? And he said, no. Ty, I think Ty and Buck are going to take our jobs sooner than later, Josh.
I fully expect them to.
They're just on top of this stuff.
Looks like Wildcat's going to... Oh, Timberlake going to take a timeout here.
21-6. Cats fighting, Josh. I like this.
Yeah, this feels like a game.
It does. It does. It feels like we're competing.
Wildcats have not given up a point here in this second quarter after giving up 3 scores in the first quarter. They have played well.
Yes, they have. Couple of that long pass play, maybe some missed assignments or maybe just, getting caught in the wrong coverage, but other than that, they haven't killed themselves.
Oh, we are going to have halftime, and it's 8:45. This is going to be a late game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and we're going to get a false start here. That hurts if you are Timberlake. That is going to...
Let's see if we can get a replay on that. Who jumped, Ty?
right to the outside there.
Number 11. He did. Ty Cheney is just like, I need to give my headset to this guy.
Eagle-eyed him there.
I need to take the camera, and Ty is on top of this.
What a...
that is good stuff, Ty.
That's a big play right there.
Slot receiver jumped, didn't he? He just couldn't. He wasn't disciplined
enough.
enough.
So excited, and I'm willing to bet it was a play that was probably called to him.
It probably was. So now it's 4th and 7.
And we're going to get a little bit of a blitz here. Over the top, KJ Walker on the defend.
What a play right there. Kellogg Wildcats maybe coming of age here.
Wow,
KJ
and
Walker,
I want to see that replay.
We're going to go full replay here, Josh. Here you go.
KJ got beat. Watch KJ catch up to this.
He gets beat. And then look at this. Look.
Burst of speed.
Oh,
jumps.
Baby. KJ, what a play.
That was KJ getting beat and then making up for it.
Nice job, KJ Walker. Wildcat ball.
Wildcat ball deep in their own territory,
That's
though.
Okay.
They have shown they can move the ball. Let's see what Coach Davidian calls here. Sends a man in motion. Fires one out to Colby Luna. Luna's going to be able to make a move. Gets to the outside and gets popped.
Let me tell you
Yetter.
something. These Luna boys, they just don't care.
No.
They don't care who they're playing. They don't care what the score is. They compete.
Yeah, they want to compete. They're
They
here.
do.
They're here to play.
And here's that play again. Let's take a look at it.
Now watch.
Okay, except the Wildcats are in hurry up, so we're just going to go to this real quick. There's Luna in motion. Luna to Luna.
Full Luna.
And I'm not going to do a 2 out of 11 percentage because it's harder, but math is hard online. So let's just go back to live. But
Sends him in motion again. This time cuts up the inside there, and I think enough.
Get it first?
No,
Did he get it?
No, I think they're going to spot him a little short. That was out of the shotgun, which can sometimes trick.
Set you back a little bit. Let's look, though. It's a good initial rush to the left side. It just doesn't quite get to that outside bump.
I think he saw the outside bounce back in because it was a big hole. He didn't know how deep it was, though. So now the Wildcats in a 3rd and 2 situation. Oh, and they got him.
Oh, let's take a look at that. I bet you Ty Cheney knows who jumps on this one.
It was definitely 52.
He does know. Let's take a look at that replay.
And that was, again, I keep the KG veteran sophomore. How many kids do you have like that? These kids got so much. I don't want to say that the only reason
it's a savvy. It's like they just don't care. They just want to play.
And I think they developed a lot of it. I mean, they've come into their own. They were always confident athletes, but commanding so much time last year on that varsity basketball team as Colby Luna takes another pass, stiff arms his defender,
goodness,
and dives for another first down. That was a heck of a stiff arm there. He put poor number 27 into the dirt.
Was that another Luna to Luna?
That was gnarly.
Are you kidding me?
And
Let's take a look at that.
Rajani
Get out of my way.
Rajani Oliveri.
Hello.
Which wins the award for coolest name of the night.
Yes, indeed. And best camera work of the night. Ty Cheney is on top of it tonight.
Colby Luna just put him into the dirt. Low snap. Ripley.
We're in improv. We're improving now.
Ripley.
Got caught from behind. Good pursuit by Timberlake there.
And I feel like maybe I would have liked to see Ripley throw that one away.
Yeah.
outside of the pocket, had a guy kind of in the area, just floated up out of bounds.
But don't you just think the spirit of Luna is there's something here. I'm going to get something.
Yeah, he's going to trip. He's going to trip, and I'm going to be able to bounce this up for at least 4 or 5.
Coach has got to say, listen, when you're down and we got you, you got to get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
Recognize that there's nothing there.
That's a good problem to have.
But that's the sophomore.
Oh, he's slinging
and here
now.
we go again.
He is slinging now, ladies and gentlemen.
And, Mr. Oliveri got him that time. And then between Colby and trying to get the number here, number 12, a little extracurricular activity going on.
Luna's just slinging right now. I mean, he doesn't even have time to catch the ball, and he is throwing darts.
Ripley Luna racking up those PPR points.
Indeed.
Making grabs.
Colby wants to know the play. And he seems to have it now.
Low snap. He's gonna pop. He has a room.
Yeah, you don't give him give him a spot. He'll take it.
And that's going to be about a 10-yard pickup there. Enough for the first down.
That's a Kellogg first down, and what a great read by Luna. Let's take a look at that, Josh.
3 minutes left here in the...
He senses that outside pressure and just goes right inside that run.
That play, though, set up by a big block by Otto Sharp, who opened that hole up real wide.
Wildcats rolling.
Skylar Britton, he's going to see a little daylight here.
It's okay.
Picks up about 3 yards on the carry, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And right now the Wildcats are playing against the clock a little bit. Need to be aware.
That's okay.
With only 2 timeouts.
Agreed. But that 2 minutes is our friend right now. And Ty Cheney, you are a camera maestro. I'm watching it. I'm not even watching live, Josh. Like the window, I've got a better view on my computer because Ty's
just getting it done, huh?
It's like I'm watching NBC, NFL, ESPN, NFL Network. This is good stuff.
Ripley going to get a block here. Fires one over the middle. Oh, no! Intercepted.
Did that get picked?
KJ Walker pulled his hands back. I think he thought it was going to someone else.
Let's go take a look at that
Watch
again.
KJ Walker's hands here. Comes right over the middle. Right here. And
oh, he does pull back.
He pulled back.
Yeah,
I think he thought that was for someone else.
He did. He thought maybe, hey, that's not for me.
What a backbreaker of a penalty or a turnover there.
Gosh, the Wildcats are moving too. Let's see if they can recover defensively.
Keep the momentum.
Yep.
Padel back to pass. Throws deep. Throws really deep. That's Oliveri. And
that's caught. That's good job by Timberlake. Hey, we're gonna punch back.
Who was that number 5 there for the Wildcats? They're not on my roster either. He fell.
Yeah,
number 5 fell.
Yeah, we got confusion over there. There was a lot of confusion before he fell, and that he just got wide open there.
Huge gain there by Timberlake. 30-yard pass play there.
Now we're looking at the clock as the enemy now.
Padel here gets a good block, goes out of bounds. And clock will stop. Minute 58 left.
Gosh, how quickly things turn in a football game, Josh. We were thinking like, hey, we got time. The clock's our enemy. Now all of a sudden the clock is our enemy because Timberlake is wanting to take this to a 28 or worse deficit, 28-6. But
27 or worse.
Yeah, the Wildcats are just they were clawing back there. So
Wildcats will have to kick off to start the second half, too, so it bodes well for them.
Nice pursuit there. Who was that?
I think that was Austin Miller there.
That's good stuff right there.
And,
Austin Miller, maybe. Let's take a look at the replay.
I think that was a pickup of 1, so third and 4, third and 3.
Yeah, that's a linebacker right there. That's good stuff.
Good play there, third and 5.
Josh, Wildcats, they're playing sound.
Yeah, they're playing good ball right now.
They've kind of settled down.
Wildcats here looking to get through the line. Padel inside handoff. Keeps it. Rolls out. Colby Luna going to... and we're going to get an illegal... Yeah, either that or we're about to get an illegal hit.
Yeah.
Number 53 there, I believe that is Aaron Leto.
Guys, that's good pursuit by Kellogg, though.
Hit the quarterback while he was down. Yep. Oh, horse collar tackle.
Yeah, I kind of saw. I thought it was a face mask, and then no, it wasn't a face mask, but Yeah, it did look like kind of a.
That's a killer of a penalty right there. That puts Timberlake 15 yards up.
That's too bad because these Wildcats, they're just right on the precipice of making this a game. They really are. It is a game, but I mean they're right there with trading punches. They really
So
are.
right now it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 18-yard line. Minute 19 left.
Kellogg's
Kellogg,
just got to hold their own right here. This is like we're just like trying to hold it.
oh, inside handoff once again. Nope, Yetter's going to keep it. He's going to get in. And what's happening is Yetter's not. He's getting around the corner, and then he's getting caught. And he's getting caught and getting turned around, and I think that's where the Wildcats are getting in trouble. They just had a similar situation. He bounced out to the outside, didn't get very far, and then when he got turned around, as the tackle comes in, it ends up being a horse collar tackle.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I don't know that the Wildcat defender actually went out of his way to get
Right.
that horse collar
Yeah, no,
because
it's
I
not
don't think
malicious,
I
no.
don't think it gave him any leverage. I think it's just where he ended up because of him getting turned around, and we saw it again right there as Padel rounds the corner. He goes to turn. I think Colby Luna grabs his arm, turns him around, and then what could have almost been deemed helmet-to-helmet contact.
I agree.
It's
agree.
completely incidental.
I love it that the Wildcats are right there. This isn't like a cheap shot, or this isn't like, oh, I got beat and I'm just going to drag a guy down. This is we're right there.
This game feels a lot closer
It's
than the
there.
score is
Really is there.
is saying. I mean, that turnover by the Wildcats just a few minutes ago, absolute heartbreaker.
It was.
Completely avoidable. It was definitely not a bad decision by the Wildcats.
Nope.
Wildcats sending guys here. They're going to go in, and what happened there that
I do
Ripley
like.
Luna fell down? I don't know if Oliveri is that fast, and when Oliveri turns on those bursts of speed, it just surprises guys, but man, he turned on the jets there, and then Ripley Luna ended up on the ground.
I don't know. It looked like Ripley, like the guy on the grassy knoll, just took out Luna. Like it was like a sniper attack.
He
Like,
went down.
Did just go down.
3rd and 6 here from the 8-yard line. Padel drops back once again to throw. Has a man
He's
on
got
top of him.
pressure.
Oh no, pressure. He's going to scramble. Gets hit. I think he reached. I think he got it over.
He might have.
Saw the contact coming and reached over the goal line. Smart play there.
Wildcats had him dead to rights.
The junior
twice.
quarterback. And we've got an injury here. It looks like Otto Sharp. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he's cradling that.
That was unfortunate because Kellogg had Padel dead to rights
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, that was a
But
good.
I mean, credit to him for getting out of those two.
Wildcats
tackle for
got to
loss
make
and
their.
then-
yeah. You gotta complete your tackles.
Yep.
What that does mean is that the Wildcats will get another chance with the ball here in hopes to maybe retighten this gap. 2 timeouts in 55 seconds. Padel going to fire one in the middle, and Oliveri looking for a flag, but he went down. I don't know that there was any contact there between him and Ripley Luna. Trying to see here if we can get that replay dialed up.
Yeah, we're trying.
Score stands 27-6. Wildcats going to get a shot here. Maybe take a couple deep ones. They definitely have the right personnel for it. But the on the play there,
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, I mean, even if they get 6 out of that, that's if Kellogg maybe would have got 6 or 3, that's a 9 to
21.
Yeah, that's a big swing.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating if you're a Wildcat fan to see that and go, oh, we were moving the ball so well. And again, not entirely sure why KJ pulled his hands back because that was a dart of a throw
Yeah,
that
it was.
Ripley had him. And I guess when in doubt, catch the ball. It would have been a terrifically huge gain for the Wildcats no matter who caught the ball in that
Yeah.
situation. So pulling his hands back just seemed like kind of an odd move for him, but this hasn't really been a very forgiving first half for Mr. Walker. He'll rebound.
I don't think
I'm-
27-6 really does this game justice. I mean,
Not even a little bit.
Timberlake
Oh,
is a
no.
great team.
And he's going to get a shot here. Takes some contact, runs through some contact. There were some pops down there. 48.8 seconds for the Wildcats now. They are going to...
Yeah, if you're Coach Davidian right now, Josh, are you like, let's just get to halftime, or
No, I'm taking
do we
shots.
take some shots and, yeah,
we
Timberlake
have
gets
2
the ball with 10
timeouts.
seconds left, they can strike again, or...
I think Timberlake's going to take a timeout, though. Timberlake's going to take a timeout. I wouldn't be surprised to see head coach
Amos.
Amos.
Kelly Amos.
Yeah, and he is related to
Sean Amos.
Sean Amos of
Absolutely.
Coeur d'Alene
A
Viking
little bit of
fame.
football pedigree there.
Yeah. Surprised those two teams. I mean, I know this year might not be the greatest year for it, but every now and again when you see how good some of these Timberlake teams have been over the years, kind of the what ifs, and I would love to see a few of those Coeur d'Alene teams and a few of those really good Timberlake teams maybe square off. I know the Timberlake teams of years past definitely brought it in the speed department.
They definitely have the kids and the athletes.
I mean,
I agree.
Timberlake is by rights flirting with the 4A division on a regular basis.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. Kellogg's flirting with 2A or R2A.
Oh, yeah, we're
Timberlake
clearly under the 2A cutoff.
flirting with 4A. So
Yeah.
we're looking at really a dichotomy of two teams at the opposite
The
ends
parallels of
classifications.
the parallels of
Absolutely.
3A are on full display here, and quite frankly, I am happy. I'm happy with what we've seen here in the first
I
half.
am too.
It does
I
not feel
love the competitiveness.
it does not feel like a 21-point deficit, not even by a long
And
shot.
I don't think the kids feel that either.
No. I think they feel like they're a couple mistakes away from being in a that's one of those mistakes though. And that's going to be thrown out of bounds, but I think they're going to blow him dead. They blew that play dead. So they're going to call his I'm not going to say forward progress, but they're going to backward progress. They blew it dead after about a 10-yard loss. And now I think you're going to see Ripley Luna probably take a knee.
Yeah, now you probably got to just take your lumps and
I mean, maybe line up in a victory formation or a kneeling formation and fake one. But Colby Luna pointing at the clock. He wants to run some plays.
these guys don't have any quit in them.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Deep snap, handoff. Handoff goes for some yards. There's Skylar Britton.
Yeah, that's a nice little play
And
there.
Wildcats going to let the clock run to half there. Not the way we wanted the first half to end. Wildcats definitely showing some life, but they are going into half trailing 27-6. We've got an extended halftime break coming up here, so we're going to run through some sponsors. We'll be back with the second half. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
A fervent Kellogg Wildcat supporter based in the heart of the historic Silver Valley and North Idaho, NASCO Industrial Services and Supply delivers world-class materials and service to the world's top mining and industrial operations. NASCO Industrial Service and Supply is a full-service agency including logistics, procurement support, and construction, built to serve the industries that make modern life possible. Day in, day out, they propel many of the world's largest industrial and mining companies to meet their production and financial milestones. Wildcats Live and Wildcat Activities thank NASCO Industrial Services and Supply for their support. Visit them online at nissglobal.com or call 208-783-0361. Go Wildcats! There.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're good. Located at 6600 North Government Way, ACI Northwest is the premier heating, cooling, and electrical company in the area. With more than 85 years of experience, they provide their customers with total home comfort and complete peace of mind. They do this through their commitment to professionalism and a written, unconditional, 1-year, money-back satisfaction guarantee on all residential installations. Call ACI Northwest today for excellent heating, air conditioning, and electrical services. The crew at ACI want to remind people that this time of year, furnace maintenance is important to ensure the longevity of your equipment and to avoid the nuisance of expensive breakdowns on the coldest days of the year. Ask how to save 20% on your maintenance and or repairs. Go Wildcats! Top Pin Archery, located in the backyard of Kellogg High School, is your premier archery authority in the U.S. They specialize in 3D archery events, including the annual shootout at Silver Mountain Resort, a premier 3D archery experience in the Pacific Northwest, and the region's only OPA-style shoot. Top Pin Archery Events provides an archery experience that is not offered anywhere else in the Northwest. They are the authority on all things archery, and their premier events put the competitor first by offering unique awards, such as the opportunity to win money, even in the youth classifications. Top Pin Archery provides a 3D archery experience unrivaled by their competition. They put the archer first. Top Pin Archery is a proud Kellogg Wildcats and Wildcats Live sponsor. Visit them at toppinarchery.net. Go Cats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. killing it.
Of the second half, booming kick by Brody Hoffman, and great effort by the Wildcat special teams unit to get back and keep that one from being returned.
Yeah, Wildcats really, Josh.
The effort's there.
Yeah, the end of that half really was, I mean, we were on the verge of, I don't want to say scoring, but we were on the verge of moving the ball. Then we're on the verge of trying to prevent Timberlake from scoring again, and then Timberlake gets the ball. So
haphazard,
yeah,
a brutal horse collar tackle or penalty that was definitely more incidental than anything.
Yeah.
Wildcats right now 11 guys. Padel back to pass, flushed out. Oh, has room. Getting cut off by Austin Miller, who forces him out of bounds. Not enough to pick up the first down. Second and about 3. Yeah, the momentum had shifted squarely in favor of the Wildcats, and then the interception happened, and even then the Wildcats defense still got after it. Had the opportunity to have kind of a red zone stand there,
yeah,
and then that horse collar penalty, which just killed it. They played Timberlake really well. It was actually a better play by Padel, who just he had to scramble. Wildcats had him down in the backfield. He scrambled, extended the ball over the goal line, and that's where we are right now. Wildcats trailing 27-6, but really hanging tough and showing that they're at least capable of being on the field with these Tigers.
Not for lack of athleticism, not for lack of effort, which is really, I mean, you can't ask for more.
No.
A couple of different maybe results on plays, and we're looking at a different score, but yeah, this is competitive.
Inside handoff this time again to, looking for the name there, that's Fortin.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting a lot of touches here tonight. Converting them into yards. First, I believe, second and 4 now for the Tigers. Opportunities abounding in the Tiger offense if you're a hard runner.
Yeah, they have so many guys that they can go to, and they have fresh guys on the offensive line. I mean,
and it's
just a good program.
They can air it out when they want to.
Yep.
Once again, Fortin right up the middle, and he's going to scramble for about 15 yards there. And that's the stuff the Wildcats got to fix.
Gosh, I feel like my camera abilities are like so bad. Ty's only been here for 30 seconds, and he's
got it back to that high-quality camera work.
We're back, everybody.
And the Wildcats right now just can't plug holes on against this rushing attack. It's frustrating. You want to commend Timberlake because they must just block really well, but the Wildcats have also shown a proclivity to giving up these plays. Padel fires this one over to Yetter. Yetter's going to drop it. I actually thought maybe it was a fumble there. He got on top of it, though, but that's what you get for trying to copy our Luna to Luna play.
Well, let's see here. Does he catch and run? No, he bobbled it.
Bobbled it and tried to take some steps. I mean, when you're coming back to the ball, you can bobble it a few times and take a couple steps in hopes that you secure it without actually having possession.
And that replay was mainly for the Dirty Dog crowd because I know they thought that was a fumble.
Yeah.
So we had to clear it up for them.
Fortin there brought down probably about the 39-yard line. I'm going to bring up third and about 6, 7.
And Josh, we've been saying the Dirty Dog, for 2 seasons, but the Inland Lounge is now featuring Wildcats live on 2 of their TVs as well.
Grab some Chinese food, go next door, and have yourself some.
Let Cass take care of you and
crab rangoons
watch
and
some Wildcats. Yeah, absolutely.
Man in motion, Wildcats. Had him wrapped up in the backfield, but he broke free And let's see where they spot the ball here. They're going to spot him just shy of the first down.
Yeah, if you look at the replay there, he does get to the outside, but where is he down? It looked like the out of bounds was really more of a factor than being down.
It's a 4th and 1 now, I believe, for the Wildcats. They're going to need to...
yeah.
They've shown that they can get into the backfield here.
Wildcats are in razor's edge again. Like, hey, just stop them here, and it's a new ball game. But we've seen this. We've seen this movie, so...
Oh, tried to hard count him, Wildcats. And they're going to get burned to the outside there.
Not horribly,
nice hit there. Looked like Ripley Luna on the hit. Knocked him, or Colby Luna. They don't really look the same from this far away. It's definitely different numbers.
That's a nice job bouncing that outside.
Popped him into his own
Maybe
teammates.
Another half a yard.
It's a shame that he couldn't just get there a step sooner and going to give him a first down.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 31-yard line.
Wildcats need a turnover here.
Ooh,
they need something
low
big.
snap, inside handoff. That's that trap play again. And Tanner Bizarro on the tackle. Tanner Bizarro being a bit of a defensive life force here for the
it's
Wildcats.
like a jet sweep and then an inside trap handoff.
Yeah.
Like it's really getting into the playbook here for Timberlake.
So from what I've heard, though, this is actually pretty regular for them, pretty common. It's a funky split back set, which any Wildcat fans should be familiar with.
Yeah.
After the last few years of wishbone offense, courtesy of Coach Dan Lucier. In this instance, though, they're clearly lining up 2, sometimes 3 receivers.
Yeah.
To the outside, along with the split back, giving them five eligible offensive threats out there outside of the quarterback. Here we have him again. Split backs off to the left. Instead of throwing it, he's going to roll out, throw it, has Fortin, and he's going to get to about the 13-yard line there. Pick up a first down and a little play action.
It's like formations, situations and formations and plays. And really right now Timberlake just kind of has a bigger library to pull from.
And different manpower.
Yeah, they have different personnel groupings, and it's so tough to match up. And that's a credit to Timberlake. I mean, this is not an excuse. This is just Timberlake has those resources.
And Fortin takes the inside handoff up to about the 4-yard line, it looks like.
Wildcats is clinging to some defense right now.
Wildcats were playing coverage on trips left there. 3 wide receivers lined up. So the usual batch of secondary players for the Wildcats all out to the left side of the field, which really opens up that secondary when Fortin gets through the defensive line. And now on 1st and goal from the... Oh, I'm sorry, it's 2nd and 1. I thought they picked up the first there. Man in motion.
Wildcats are adjusting. Let's see if they have...
Pato's handoff, and I honestly think there was a hold there that was not called as... that's number 9. Cale Paisley scampers into the end zone for a score, but... Our defensive end's trying to round that corner there.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. That looks like Wildcats had that well scouted out.
Watch the outside here. And we definitely looked a little bit of a hold before they broke away. But the score stands 33-6. 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Nice long drive for the Tigers. Tigers going to go for 2. Man in motion. Roll out. Paisley again gets brought down, and the Wildcats could have used a little bit of that just a minute ago, but score stands 33-6. Long scoring drive. Wildcats really making Timberlake work. And at the end of the day, if you're a Wildcat fan, it's not enough to say, oh, we got beat 33-6, but we made them work.
Right.
But the score really is not indicative of how hard Timberlake's having to work. I mean, you don't go on 5-minute scoring drives that take 10 to 15 plays if you're not being forced to work.
We're absolutely not in the business of moral victories, but I mean, if in the big picture, these Wildcats really are, they're not out of this game. I mean,
No.
they might be outmanned a little bit because of personnel, because of a depth, but man for man out on the field, they feel like they are, we're matching you as much as we can.
We will, and
Absolutely.
we will openly criticize when we see things that need criticizing.
Yeah, we'll admit, like, hey, we're not even, this isn't even in our neighborhood.
Yeah, we're not gonna homer you and make up excuses when we see things that the Wildcats are clearly not doing well. But outside of a few blown coverages that resulted in touchdowns, the Wildcats really haven't done anything that I would necessarily chastise them for. Skylar Britton with a little bit of room to run here has a block, and I like watching Skylar Britton run. He's shifty and he sees holes, and it's almost like when you're playing Madden and you've got that guy who's fast, but you slow him down, you wait for that hole, and then you use your turbo right there to shoot that gap. And he does that. He uses initial burst of speed, then he slows down, finds a hole, and goes hard through that hole, and then is able to pick up even 2 or 3 more yards.
But you know what? How much did they miss Lore? Because Lore was like that with a little bit of game breaker. Yeah, Lore was like that with some game breaker.
And there's another handoff to Britton, and he juked one move, turned to kind of get through a hole, and then got brought down. The Kellogg offensive line, which is the Kellogg defensive line,
exactly,
they're not getting any reprieve right now,
no.
Which is really, really devastating.
That's the tough part. I mean, Timberlake doesn't have
down the stretch. They're just
different. They don't have completely different offense and defense, but they have enough that hey, there's fresh bodies in here right now.
I'm looking guard. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of the same guys.
No.
Ripley Luna drops back, has a minute there, comeback route. Colby Luna's going to catch it, fighting for yards, and he's going to fight for at least 2 more and bring that out to the 49-yard line, which is going to be a first down.
That's some chemistry right there.
It's almost like they know what the other is thinking.
Or something.
They got that ESPN.
We're going to look at this because this is a great catch and throw by the Lunas.
And they just fight. The fight for yards there. I mean, that catch happened at the 45.
It did.
And then he turned, made a play, and then hopped and drugged some guys to get that up to the 49.
And how about the throw? I mean, the throw was going to be, it was planned and released before.
I like KJ Walker right here. KJ Walker floats it over. I saw it, and there's a flag. No! Oh, Coach Tim Kimberly not happy about that. KJ Walker had the coverage the Wildcats wanted. Oh, blew by his guy, waited for the contact, spun off of it, and had plenty of time.
That's a tackle right there.
They elected to throw inside to Austin Miller, but I really do think in this instance, if Yetter's going to play KJ at the line like this, give KJ the ball, let him work. Scrambling. Oh, he's got room to run. Throws it. Has Austin Miller, who brings it down at the 25. What a throw. Ripley Luna could have picked up that first down himself. Made the unselfish decision and arguably the riskier decision to try and hit his slot receiver just a few yards away from the sideline. Throws a dart.
This Wildcat offense, when it starts clicking, is really, really scary.
And have no fear if you're the Wildcats or Wildcat fans, more likely. Kellogg might lose this game. Oh my gosh! He mossed him. He mossed him.
KJ Walker is in beast mode right now.
KJ Walker mossed him.
So we are going to go full replay on this.
He went over the top of him.
Nice job, Ty. Ty caught it, too.
Oh, Wildcats in scoring position.
And KJ just flips it like, yep.
I can do that. Go. You know what I can do? I can do that.
These guys just don't flinch. I mean, and I like this. Timberlake's a great football team, but Kellogg is not backing down.
Ripley going to keep it. Oh, falls back. Oh, no! I think he threw that to the Timberlake player thinking it was his brother.
Let's take a look
Watch
at this.
watch this. Watch the throw here. The only guy in the vicinity is Timberlake.
His brother was there, but
His brother came over and had to play defensive back, which fortunately he happens to do. But a first and goal situation for the Wildcats
this
from the
is good stuff though. These guys just don't have any quit in them. They're down in the dirty dog corner, Josh. They're just
we are in the dirty dog corner.
We're gonna score.
Dirty dog corner here.
That's
Let's get a dirty dog touchdown. Ripley Luna takes the handoff, scrambles, fires it low, incomplete, and now the Wildcats on 3rd and goal from the 8.
Let's get a shot at the dirty dog right there. Just we're going wide cam here. I realize we can't see what's going on down there, but it's still a great shot.
We really do like that camera.
We like this
It'd be
camera.
nice if we could get some play down there. We can use
Yeah,
that.
we can get down in this end.
We have a a shoe timeout.
I hear Coach Kimberly. He's asking somebody to flip. So
Coach Kimberling is not one to.
he does not have some patience for this kind of stuff.
Wildcats lined up, split back here, spread offense. Ripley drops back, fires one deep, and that's gotta be a pass interference. Hands on the back.
I don't know how that's not interference, and
I don't know or understand the call. It's a shame that KJ couldn't have scored on that because inside the 10-yard line, you have no room for error anymore.
He's got hands on him the whole time. But you know that's how sometimes that's how the calls go. You know, charge or block.
Oh, and an encroachment call. That's going to move the Wildcats up to the 3. So now the dichotomy here between what do you do? The parallels of on the 3-yard line. This is where Timberlake on a 2-point conversion kicks the extra point, but as soon as it moved up a yard and a half, they were comfortable running the ball. Wildcats running the ball, not favorable. We're going to get a timeout here from Kellogg,
I think if you're Kellogg, you got to go.
You go for it, for sure. But do you pass it? Which is clearly the strength of your offense.
Right. Oh, this is the
old Yokes Fresh Market.
Yeah, this is the Yokes Fresh Market decision time. And I wish we could bring in Everett Jennings to say, hey, what are we doing here? But
hey, we'll knock and ask him.
We'll knock and say, hey, Everett, what are we doing here? Are we passing or running? And this is the Yokes Fresh
Everett,
Market decision.
You throw it or do you run it?
Marshawn, he says. Well, I guess that means we're running it. Well, or
the Yokes Fresh Market decision maker, and we get Everett Jennings, the Yokes Fresh Market manager. He's making those decisions, and he's saying beast mode.
He's saying we're running it, but we'll have to wait and see. But
I mean, right now,
is it going to be Britton? Britton on the inside handoff? Or are we going to go wide? Are we going to take Luna stretching it?
There's one person on this Wildcat team who I've always wanted to see run the football, and it's Otto Sharp.
Oh.
He's lining up as a lineman, but if
You're
you've ever watched
fridge mode, huh?
If you've ever watched him, and I know
he's athletic. He's a wrestler too.
Yeah, I think I know what's coming here. I'm going to Tony Romo this.
Oh, here we go.
Read option
Buckle
to the
up.
left. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, he rolls out.
Oh, he slipped out.
Fires one into the back, and it's a touchdown.
Are you kidding me? Timberlake just looks crippled on that.
What a throw!
Luna just went full Russell Wilson on that.
I don't know. That sidearm. I might start calling him Ripley Mahomes.
Mahomes, too. Well, Russell could do that, dude. Look at this. Let's go to replay.
Watch the sidearm.
Full right side.
Sidearm.
Hello. Oh, my gosh.
And
that's good
once
stuff.
again, the camera.
Oh,
shout out to our cameraman.
Seriously, Ty. That's so good. We're going to watch it again. This is for the guys at the Dirty Dog. Look at this. Slippery. Rolls right. Gunslinger.
We're going to get a
touchdown.
We're going to get a illegal block here.
Gosh, Kellogg. That's
block in the back.
Stuff.
Maybe a hold. It's going to be declined.
Wildcat
conversion falls short.
6 there, huh?
My goodness, what a throw.
Oh, I'm still recovering from that. I mean, we
What
got
a
that on
throw.
file, Ty. We can watch that again. Let's go 3 times. I mean, let's do it again.
When they lined him up,
This is filthy right
the
here.
reason I thought read option to that left
Look
is
at
they
that.
lined their 2 receivers out to the left really wide,
Look at this.
almost to take him out of the play. And that is a heck of a throw.
Luna.
That is a heck of a
Good
throw.
golly, my
Who
friend.
made the grab there?
I don't...
Austin Miller.
Austin Miller. Tie on that too.
Ty on the camera and on the call. This kid is sharp.
And shout out Austin Miller, who made several catches on
Oh,
that
yeah.
drive, including that one falling out of the end zone there, or out of the sideline there. And then KJ Walker deciding to taking out a little bit of his frustration on that defensive back. And it just doesn't feel, I mean, you know, anyone who's watched Kellogg football over the years, we've watched and felt.
We felt some beat downs.
We've felt the beatdowns from Timberlake
We ain't
over the
feeling
years.
it tonight. These guys are fighting.
That was a great kick from Hoffman, fielded at the 10 by Yetter. Yetter with a
He's
bunch
got
of
a
block.
lane. He's
It was
got
like-
a lane. Oh, good closure
Who
there.
was who got the tackle there? Was that Colby Luna? Oh no, Lato. Lato on the tackle there.
Well, Lato's another force for the Wildcats.
And
that's
he's
for sure.
been largely, a defensive presence for them tonight. Not so much featured on the offensive
Ty's
end.
getting some points on there for me for the Wildcats.
33
We got
to 12.
33-12. Yep, Ty's on top of it.
And yeah, like we said, we've been on the end of some beatdowns from Timberlake, and this just doesn't feel. The Wildcats have to tackle.
This doesn't feel like garbage time right now.
No.
This feels like Timberlake going, hey, guys.
Oh man, did you know what he just did to
Gotta
us?
keep this going.
If he does that again, they're back in the game.
That
But-
kid just lit us up, and let's keep on it.
And there aren't many. We talked about this last year. We watched Weezer unleash air raid.
Oh, yeah.
Something that, I mean, in all the games I've called and watched here at Teeters, I have not seen. Oh, and there's that reverse trap again.
That was like 4 straight touchdowns,
And then-
wasn't it? Just like,
yeah.
what just happened?
And then number 51 on the tackle, that's Carson Hudson. Good tackle there by Hudson to force the third down. No gain there. But yeah, we've been on the end of some beatdowns from Timberlake.
I think
and now
Teton, last year, Teton, Weezer, and Timberlake really just kind of brought us back to reality.
Timberlake did it the way Timberlake always does,
Yeah.
though, a blend.
Yeah.
Whereas Teton and Weezer, they were chucking the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and I mean chucking it, and right there, good play there.
That's some good pursuit there.
81, Luke Frolick there on the tackle. Well played there.
Let's take a look at that. That's a little bit of a right roll
He
out there.
followed it, too. Watch him. He knew. He saw it coming, knew he couldn't make a play on the ball. So
Yeah, that is some really good disciplined defense there by Kellogg.
bringing up a 4th and 4. 4th down.
So here we are, 33-12. Kellogg still, I
And
mean,
Timberlake kind of brash in the fact that they're not punting the ball. And I mean, I guess I see why. It's, oh no.
and there's a broken tackle.
KJ Walker going to make a play and makes one there, but not after
Yeah.
a 30-yard
Yeah,
pickup.
he picked up about 30. That's
Those are the cripplers.
yeah, hey, we've been crediting Kellogg because they've been fighting, but let's credit Timberlake. They just said, okay, we'll take your punch, and then we'll just kind of move the ball down. And
that was number 21, Gary Woodworth. He's a punt returner for the Tigers here.
they're just putting bodies in.
He looked almost surprised that he broke through the line there
Yeah.
before trying to make that push upfield.
If you're Kellogg, you're thinking, like,
Ooh.
we need a turnover.
A little bit of movement there. Padel almost brought down. Oh, what an athletic move. And then Colby Luna comes in, makes the hit.
Yeah, that was a nice little scamper by Padel there. I mean,
And the Wildcats, once again, he's so elusive. Kellogg had him at 2 or 3 different times. He hurdles a group of Wildcats there. And now it's 1st and goal from the 9.
he broke a couple tackles and then just kind of eluded. I mean, that's just good. That's a good athlete right there.
Now would be a good time to go to the
job
old North Cam, though.
there. Oh, let's go North Cam. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is a good time.
Oh, handoff to Fortin there. And he's going to get swallowed
He's
up.
bottled up. I got to adjust that north cam. I would really like to get it maybe on that soccer goal because I'd like to get a little more square on.
Underneath the
or that goalpost.
underneath the goalpost, or maybe on the
It's not a
goalpost.
safety violation or anything, is it?
I don't think so.
I think we can do that.
Put it underneath.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is that north
so
cam?
in case the ball hits the crossbar, it doesn't impact.
What's the
ball.
north cam angle there? I didn't get to see it. What does it look like? Let's take a look.
It's right here. It's
not
a little
bad.
extreme.
If it was a little wider to the middle of the field,
Right, I was trying to get the dirty dog and I was trying to get the grandstands, but
low snap. Padel fires it to the outside. Once again, Woodworth trying to get to the goal, and he's going to stumble in. Colby Luna was there to make the tackle.
that's just good execution by Timberlake. Good job there. Let's take a look.
And now we don't want to be trading touchdowns. You can't close the gap if you're trading touchdowns.
No, you can't trade those with Timberlake.
No. 56.2 seconds left here in the third quarter. Looks like Timberlake's going to... They're going to go for 2 here. Hand off to Fortin there and swallowed up in the backfield. 2-point conversion failed. Score stands at 39-12.
Yeah, and I do. I'm probably biased, and I'll admit it, but it feels better than that. I mean, to me, it just feels like when you're down by 2+ touchdowns, and you're running around slinging the ball like the Luna boys are, and those linemen are just fighting for that. I feel like I just really feel positive about this.
Well, and then you look, because now your offensive and defensive line are back out on front of
you got your same guys out there.
Yeah. It just isn't falling.
I mean, I just feel like this doesn't feel like a one-sided. This feels like, yeah, you're getting beat pretty good, but you're putting up a fight.
Right.
And I guess as a basketball, boys basketball, I feel like we're on the delivering end of that a lot. And I guess, there's times where we're beating a team by 12. Oh, yeah, we're up by 20 now. Oh, it's down to 12. Oh, we're up. We've been on the other end of that.
Yeah.
And just respect to Timberlake. They just they really have everything but
The state championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they just really do have the kids. They've have
made
the
it to
coaching.
the game.
Yeah, they have. They just don't have the state championship. And, I mean, it's not probably for lack of athletes. It's just sometimes it's just the way it happens. But
Sometimes
hey,
there's just one other team that's better than you.
our kids are hanging right now. And
Yeah, they're
stuff.
playing. I can tell you right now, Timberlake probably wasn't terribly happy about the way that last defensive possession went. And you've got to make that block.
Yeah, you do.
That block was right there, and he just got right by him and brought him down, trying to see who that was. That's number 22 for the Wildcats, Dayton Bauer. And he absorbed every ounce of that hit there. Let's see how the Wildcats line up if they stick with the spread. Tighten it up a little bit. See, I don't think we're going to see the Tigers try to crowd the line with their defensive backs again. That play went, or that strategy manifested itself quite horribly for them. Inside handoff, Skylar Britton's going to get through, fighting for yards. He's going to pick up a couple.
Yeah, Britton's been running tough. I mean, there just isn't much there.
Oh, that wasn't Britton. That was Bauer. It was Dayton Bauer. It was a good run.
Yeah, there just isn't a whole lot of creases there. There aren't a whole lot of creases there, but they are running tough inside there.
When you look at the guys that the Timberlake has running the ball, I mean, Skylar Britton and Dayton Bauer, they're elusive, speedy backs, but they're also like 5-0 with no real size to them. Whereas, you've got Luke Fortin on the other side, who's a monster, and that's going to be blown dead. Incomplete pass there. But the size disparity in just the backs is something to behold.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 for the Wildcats here, 11.4 seconds, and it would be a shame for the Wildcats to have a possession last less than a minute and have to give this ball back to Timberlake.
Yeah, you got to use the clock here a little bit. You don't want to let it alter your strategy, but you just can't give them the ball back right away.
Low snap. Ripley Luna, not a lot there, and he's going to fire that one out of bounds. made the right decision there. I'm sure that's been a point of emphasis between the coaches, but 4th and 6, 5.1. I expect to see the Wildcats punt here. So Timberlake will get the ball back with the opportunity to start this fourth quarter of this game. See if Wildcats can get even a little bit of magic here with their special teams unit.
It feels like the third quarter was an entire second half, too.
Yeah.
It just feels like that game has gone that way.
Yeah, good end-over-end punt there. Oliveri with the catch, and gets thrown back, and I think Colby Luna thought they had him down. Oliveri rolled out of it, stayed on his feet, and proceeded to probably get back to about the 42-yard line. So, are we going to see...
We're going to get end of quarter for sure,
We're getting into quarter here, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the Wildcats thought the play had been blown dead before the quarter had ended. But it's going to be a change of quarter. Wildcats trailing Timberlake 39-12. I don't know if we're going to take a break. I think we wasted too much time already. We don't want to run an ad just yet. We ran quite a few during halftime, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we've been running some ads. But, I mean, even if we stick around here, our camera guy is top-notch, and our kids are fighting, and Timberlake's really a good program. We just watched them. I watched them last week beat or take a Lakeland team to the ropes, So, and
the referee seems to not know where to place the ball. They're putting it on the 45, but that was brought down at the 41.
So they gave him
about 4 yards because I think the referee couldn't remember where the play was.
Well, it just comes down to you got to play defense regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
4 yards? What's 4 yards on this?
And Timberlake's going to sling it themselves.
Is that Yetter on the grab there, I think? And
hey, how about let's get back to Rich Paulson. He's still down there doing some work.
Thing.
And this is his last game. And Rich Paulson played football for the Wildcats. We've gotten a few messages, and we just thought we would highlight him a little bit more because that's good stuff.
Yeah. It's always fun to celebrate those people who've had impacts in even the most obscure ways. Inside handoff here to Fortin, and he's going to get stacked up by Austin Miller. And then it looked like for the Wildcats, Carson Hudson came in to finish him off. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Carson Hudson. That was Luke Froelich. I thought that 8 was a 5. Froelich makes the good hit after Austin Miller stops the momentum. And we're with you late. It's 9:45. Just under 11 minutes left in this ball game.
Yeah, we are. I mean, this feels late.
This is primetime television. Ooh.
Nice little option pitch there.
Option pitch. Could have been a forward pass. It's almost a dangerously close to an illegal forward pass. He got pretty close there.
Timberlake's kind of playing, they're just they're in full, there's no pressure here. Let's let it flow a little bit here. So
first and 10 for the Tigers from the 37-yard line. It's not first and 37. Our clock has us tricked right now. Fortin brought down again. Wildcats starting to play that inside handoff a little bit better.
Yeah, they are.
Second and 9, second and 8.
Another thing, Josh, too, is as they progress here in the fourth quarter, of course, I don't feel like there's been a ton of penalties on Kellogg where they've killed themselves. I feel like, they're getting outmatched a little bit, which that happens, but they're not making mistakes that hurt themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like the offense is moving, and especially in this half, we've seen some exciting things. They're not holding. They're not. There was a horse collar, I guess, but there aren't a bunch of unnecessary penalties.
No, we're
that
not
are
drawing.
taken away from the game. They're competing, and Timberlake's just a great football team.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you have more horses in a game of
For
football,
sure.
what did we expect? That the same 12 guys that have been playing all game for Kellogg weren't going to be tired in the fourth quarter? Oh, my goodness. Good hit there, but he keeps going. This Fortin kid is just absolutely a bulldozer.
It's kind of we're getting worn down a little bit here, Kellogg is. And, Steve Shepard gave us some good info on Richie Paulson, and Richie's doing his last game tonight. We just want to highlight that one more time. But also, Sean Amos, of course, a former Kellogg coach, and had some really, really wonderful years. And guess what? Tim Kimberling was his defensive coordinator. So there's a little bit of pedigree here, alive and well, for Kellogg.
Oh, Padel throws one deep, and Yetter makes the grab.
Did he bring it in?
Right at the goal line, sliding through his knees. KJ Walker covered that pretty good. I think KJ thought he had him out of bounds.
Well, let's take a look here, Ty. What'd you get here on camera here? That's a
Watch
nice
the throw. It's a good throw.
Oh, yeah. I think he probably did bring that in.
I think KJ thought that there was no way he was going to grab that and stay in bounds. And it just...
Well, just like that, when we thought, hey, this isn't out of hand, it's getting out of hand. Timberlake, that's I don't want to say it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a little slippery.
Ball pops out there.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, if the rules are still the same, I think you can still return
that, 2 more points.
If he hadn't gone down. But Wildcats going to get the ball. 8 minutes, 37 seconds left here, trailing 45-12. Wildcats starting to show the signs of fatigue that we've...
Yeah, I mean, and that's to be expected. You maybe thought that it would be within a 1 or 2 touchdown game at best when we started to get that fatigue. But, it's you got 8 minutes, and maybe we see Reed Wildcat. Maybe we see the offense continue to open up, and... I don't see any quit. I know that we're not going to see any quit in a Dan Davidian football team. That's one thing I know for sure.
No. High energy play, high energy coach. Wildcats just overmatched.
Okay, Josh. Well, while I'm running the switchboard here, I'm going to switch with Ty. He's going to get to run the switchboard and watch the feed, and I'm going to run the camera for him because he's been just putting in some work. We're going to let him nerd out a little bit on the switchboard.
We don't want him to get so bored running the camera.
No, absolutely not. He's just completely dominating the coverage. I'm just going to try to hold my own here. So, Ty, we got the main feed there. We got the north camera there. And I would wait a couple seconds on that replay to capture it, and then you can play it with any of those two. So, picture-in-picture or full screen.
Fortin with another beaut of a kick there. Yeah. This one bounces to the feet of KJ Walker. Walker going to be patient, wait for a couple blocks. Jukes once, gets to the outside. Going to drag some defenders up for about 7 or 8 yards, and the Wildcats will start from the 23. Oh, they're going to spot him back. Ooh, tough spot on the ball there for the Wildcats. I thought we were going to get a better spot than that, but they're going to spot him at the 20. KJ turned what could have been a potentially disastrous bobble there into at least a normal starting position for the Wildcats. Ripley Luna back in that spread. Oh, bobbles the snap, going to keep it. Runs into his own guy and gets brought down. Bad low snap there. We
haven't seen a ton of that. We've seen some pretty clean execution tonight, and
we've seen low snaps on both sides. It's to be expected when you're running shotgun and pistol style offense
all night long.
And as it's starting to get colder, that ball is going to get slicker. So now the Wildcats face a 2nd and 14 there, and we're going to get a false start, I believe. Unless we had, waiting to see here what the call was. Oh, they're moving the ball forward. So the Wildcats are going to get some of their yards back. 2nd and 9.
I'm going to take a little bit of an advantage of the situation, and there's Rich Paulson right there.
Ah, the white hat.
That's his last game, guys.
It was like he was waving to us there for a second.
That's right. This is last. This is good stuff. Thank you, Rich.
Colby Luna, kind of single coverage down here. Gets past, has a man, goes deep. Oh, and just barely overthrows Jace Garcia. Jace, just a step slower than he needed to be there.
God, Luna can unleash it, can he?
My goodness.
He doesn't need much.
Fell dead at the 45. Off the run. I mean, that's what?
How many air yards on that, Josh?
45-yard throw?
On the run?
On the run? Good gravy.
Yeah, we got some guys that want to play.
It's 3rd and 9 now for the Wildcats. Blocker outside. Fires it ahead. Colby with the catch. Cuts back to the outside. Another brutal stiff arm. Oliveri there just, I tell you what, every time he gets an opportunity.
We got to for Pete's sakes down here on the Wildcat
Oliveri
sideline.
chirping at the Wildcat sideline actually, and probably got lucky to not get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there. Ripley gets a block, rolls out, throws one kind of high and a little obscure there. Ripley got hit pretty hard. 2 different Tigers there in the backfield.
I think if you're Timberlake right now, you're just like, come on, guys. It's 45-12 and there's 7 minutes left, and we got here late, and we just want to get home. And the Luna boys and the Kellogg guys are just going like, we got 7 minutes left.
Yeah,
like,
we can throw so many times in 7
sure.
minutes. You don't understand.
We got a lot of time here to do some stuff. And that's good stuff.
And we enjoy watching.
Sure.
It's entertaining for sure. Wildcats out there playing hard, hanging tough. Got the single coverage here. Colby.
He just looks like he's in command, and that's just really good to see.
Rolls out here. Going to keep it himself. Bounce to the outside. Stays on his feet. Enough to possibly get the first down, depending on the spot here. Looks like they're going to mark him just short. It's going to be pretty dang close. Probably 3rd and 1. We don't have number 5 on our roster here. So
what kind of week would it be, Josh, if we didn't have some roster
issues?
Roster issues and inconsistencies. I mean, that's just been basically the theme of the last 2 weeks.
And Kellogg going to take a needed timeout. The same guy's been on the field for quite some time. Playing well.
Yeah, they're fighting. That's for sure.
I mean, if they're fighting enough that they're getting the other players on the other team to still taunt and jaw with them, then Timberlake must at least be feeling a little bit of the heat. Kellogg hasn't given it to him easy.
No, I think the score is what the score is, and there's no moral victories really in football, but
not even a little bit. Yeah.
I think if you're Timberlake, you're like, these guys still want to keep going. Okay.
Right.
Okay, well, okay.
Right.
And that's a credit to Coach Davidian and Coach Kimberling. They are not going to let these guys just roll over. And it's obvious. So. And
interesting, out of the timeout here, it'd be interesting to see what's dialed up. We've got, once again, it looks like Colby Luna is going to have the opportunity for a little bit of single coverage here with Jace Garcia lined up there in the slot.
He's got a little bit of safety help, but who knows how much he's going to stick around.
He's going to have to, I think, pop up to guard Garcia. They're going to run it, try to pick up the first, and I think they're going to get enough for the first down. And if that's the spot where the official is going, they're going to give him the first.
And we're going to take it. And we're going to say, hey, Rich Paulson, Congratulations. There you are again.
Yeah.
Running the show. 30-plus years. Really, really, really cool stuff.
Wildcats staying spread. Jace Garcia, no one guarding him, no one lining up on him. And he's going to battle for some yards, and he's going to pick up another first down, I believe.
And, Josh, I'm not going to call this, if I was on the other side, I'd probably call 45-12 with 6 minutes to go. I'd call it garbage time, but I'm not calling it garbage time. I'm calling this, Wildcats are just going to keep fighting.
Right.
And I'm going to like it.
Clock's winding. 6 minutes left here in the game. Kellogg's still throwing the ball, showing that they can move it. And these fast passes, Jace Garcia is going to break loose for one. He's going to get to about the 15-yard line. And right now, I mean, who do we have for touchdowns? We had...
Who did we have for touchdowns tonight, Ty? Who scored tonight?
We had Austin Miller.
And did KJ pull one down or no?
Was it KJ or Colby?
Maybe. Oh, it was Colby. It was Ripley to Colby.
Pump fakes, goes over the top. Colby goes up, tipped out. And Colby and Mr. Oliveri are waging their own two-man war down here. It's kind of entertaining. And
It's a little bit of a battle.
when you have a stud wide receiver going up against a fast athletic safety, we used to watch those games all the time. Anytime the Champ Bailey lined up against anybody, he was rarely the bigger guy in the situation. But and the floats one right over the top here, and KJ Walker going to get his touchdown.
Did he get it? That was a great pitch and catch.
That was a great throw and an even better catch by KJ, who I think needed that just for his own sanity tonight. After some of the plays he's made, some of the plays he's been upset that he hasn't made, for him to get that touchdown there, that's a big touchdown. That was a great throw. Wildcats showing that they definitely belong.
Josh, I think that's a statement. I think that's a...
Yeah, we just marched on you.
Yeah, you guys beat us, but, we're putting up some points on you, too.
Yeah, this isn't the same old Kellogg roll over and take it. We're going to throw the ball because that's what we're good at. We don't want the clock to run. We're going to get a false start here on the Wildcats. Wildcats have done themselves no favors on two-point conversions.
I think the false start, though, I think that's we play two ways. This is our timeout.
Yeah, we're tired. Can we get a break?
Listen, let's just give them 5 yards and let's
we'll
take a
happily,
breather.
7 yards is nothing when you throw the ball like we do. We'll take it. We will live with the results.
And I don't think I'm giving Ty as good a material for replay as he gives me, but I'm working on it. I'm really trying to hone my craft here.
See what the Wildcats do here, trying to get 20 points up on the board. Cole Ripley's going to roll out. Sheds a tackler, fires one in again, and KJ couldn't make the grab. I tell you what, though, that ball gets from Ripley's hands.
You got to be there the whole time.
That ball, he throws that so hard and so fast and so accurate. You can't help but love, and you almost have to play the, man, could you imagine game? Could you imagine Ripley Luna being a quarterback on a team where maybe he had fresh offensive linemen all the time?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
And when he wasn't playing defensive back.
Yeah, and where he wasn't,
When he didn't have the ball.
Where he didn't have 90 snaps under his belt.
I'm with you, and I'm on board, and I love this team. I love these kids. And you know what? I'm just going to be the diplomat again because it's Wildcats Live. But you know what? Thanks, Timberlake, for, you got stuck on the pass. The air quality's not great.
Yeah, it is a little smoky out tonight, isn't it?
So, yeah, welcome, Timberlake. I mean, you're a great ball team, and we're not going to take anything away from you, but we're pretty proud of these Kellogg kids.
You guys can have football. We'll get you in boys basketball. You guys can have girls basketball. Not for long, I think.
And we'll get you in volleyball.
We'll get you in volleyball. and you know what? Once the spring rolls around, you guys can have track because we'll get you in golf. So,
we still out here, right, Josh?
Yeah.
We're still here.
Yeah. It's not like... And with how Kellogg's playing right now, I mean, this is definitely not a rollover and die Kellogg football team. And not that I ever want to say that we have those, but we've had some.
Yeah, we have.
We've had some rollover, especially in the Timberlake game. You know you're walking into a game that's just the odds are stacked against you.
And I just think right now the score, it is. I mean, Timberlake has done well, and they have weathered the storm. But I'm just really impressed with this.
Play the
Kellogg
what if
team.
game again. What are there's two major plays that happened in this game that I'll even say three major plays that happened in this game that changed the outcome. They were two real big passing touchdowns that we haven't seen Timberlake do since, and then an interception that I'm sure KJ Walker would like to get back. Oh goodness, what a hard run there. But imagine those three plays going different, just going differently.
Yeah.
KJ makes that grab because Timberlake did march down and score. Maybe the coverage is the way it's supposed to be, and Timberlake doesn't score on those. And we're looking at, I mean, let's take 21 or 18 points off the board, and it's 27-18.
Yep.
You can live with that. And even then, you can live with this loss because you can go back and find specific plays. They're coachable moments. It's not necessarily, this is not great. This is a problem.
This is a problem. And
This is-
we're
this
running
is-
roughshod a little here, but I mean,
This
we're at
is-
4. This is officially garbage time, I think.
Right. And this is what we talked about this at the top of the broadcast here. Wildcats don't have a great rush defense.
Right.
If you were a fantasy football manager, you would start your running backs
Against Kellogg.
against Kellogg.
Yeah.
No questions asked. It's a must start. Now, by the same token, you're starting Ripley Luna because he's going to throw the
Absolutely.
ball
He's the
30
magic
times a
man.
night in high school.
Absolutely.
There's that misdirection again. A little bit better. Oh, and the missed tackle, blown tackle. Ooh, tough hit. And I think the Wildcats are a little tired.
Yeah.
The
Wildcats
gas,
are feeling it.
the tanks are empty.
Do we know I mean, it's COVID time, so I'm not even looking at rankings, but Timberlake's got to be ranked in the top 5. I mean, they've been pretty much a staple there for the last 10 years, but
I don't believe they're top 5 ranked.
are they not top 5?
I believe they're in the others receiving votes
Okay.
category.
Okay. Well, they may or may not move up after this game, but they definitely have the numbers to do it. So
Oh, and right there, Tanner Bizzaro in position to make a play. Hard hit there. Number 21 for the Wildcats, Coulter Wood, freshman.
Coulter, that a boy.
But
I mean, if you look down at the sidelines here, there's really there's my 9 or maybe 10 guys Kellogg can go to.
right.
And if you look over at the other side, I mean, they release a media guide. I mean, they
don't have as many kids as we've seen in the past, but there's
Right.
a whole other lineup over there.
Right. And that's okay. That's good. I mean, that's success.
Wildcats-
That's a program right there.
The Wildcats don't have the ability to play 11 on 11 in
No.
practice.
No.
But, and this Timberlake team, I mean, their season opener, they got stomped by South Fremont, another 3A team who is ranked this year. I believe they beat St. Mary's in a pretty competitive game.
And we originally were scheduled to play St. Mary's, and then they weren't going to. They were originally going to kind of halt their season, and so we didn't get to play them there. And then we had Orfino and air quality. So
Air quality set in. But then and then Timberlake has played. I mean, I think that their season has been a mixed bag, unlike years past where they've had success with a lot of teams. It's been a little different. COVID definitely changed that because a lot of the games that some of these teams get, whether it be I don't remember what that league is over in Eastern Washington, but Deer Park, Medical Lake, Cheney, Colville, Freeman.
Yeah.
All those games, Wildcats usually get 1 or 2 out of that division.
Yep.
Timberlake usually get the schedules, the top teams out of that division. It just the way the cards shake out. Timberlake has put in, it looks like second string, new quarterback in the game. Number 8, who is not on my roster. And couldn't even see where the ball was there.
I feel like if there's a theme here for our broadcast, like we could use some higher quality rosters.
Yeah, the roster quality is definitely not our jam. They have their starters here, which is really cool, but they do not have their second string. So we do not have second string names. So clock ticking down, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats just looking to make some plays, keep Timberlake out of the end zone. Timberlake letting the play clock run down pretty low. Handoff there, and again, and you can hear the starters over there just hyping their bench up.
Yeah, they are definitely liking that.
You know, and the Wildcats still showing that they are just really, really vulnerable to giving up yards on the ground.
Yeah, if it's inside run, if it's trap, if it's off tackle, they just, even if they're at the point of attack, they just have not proven that they can wrap up. And I don't know, some of that's fatigue, some of that's just a mismatch. But yeah, that's not their forte.
Right. Deep snap here, kind of low. Backwards handoff. Oh, pop there by Colby Luna. And it's hard for us as Wildcat fans. You know, we know that the Lunas are good. We know that we have a lot of young studs on our team, and we expect them to play well because they are the studs of the team. But at the end of the day, we also need to sit back and go, they're also sophomores.
Yeah, they're young ones. Yeah.
There's probably guys in this second unit for Timberlake that are older than some of the better players on our whole team.
Yep.
And that's just the battle we face as being one of the smaller 3A or the smallest 3A school.
Yeah, we qualify for 2A, right?
We're squarely 20 or 30 kids under the 2A
Josh,
cutoff.
I don't mean to take sides or to declare anything here, but I guess I'm going to. I still don't know why we're 3A.
Right, we're fighting a losing battle. We're not proving anything.
And all the trips we've been to state with our basketball teams that are just more than competitive. I just think we're more of a St. Mary's than we are a Timberlake.
Right, and we're not saying that we're going to make the drop and we'll dominate,
right.
because 2 weeks
at
ago
all.
we got our heinies kicked by Grangeville.
Exactly.
And we don't know what St. Mary's or Orofino would have looked like. We missed those games as Timberlake takes a knee here, which I do like. The 45-18 being the final score.
That's pretty classy.
It's a
Coach
classy
Amos,
move.
Thank you, Coach Amos.
And the guys trying to shake hands before everyone gets off the field because they know they're not going to have the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, it's good
post game. I like that, but it was a good one. I like what we're seeing from Kellogg here.
I do too. Good signs.
They played well. They played hard. Not obviously the result we wanted as Kellogg fans, but at the end of the day, I think we'll live with this. I know next week we're back. We're back next week.
What do we got next week, Josh?
We got
who's coming our way?
Priest River or Bonners. If it's Bonners, I am.
That's a rematch.
That's a big one. We have homecoming next week, so we will have homecoming festivities. I liked what I saw tonight here from the Wildcats.
Me too.
Battling it out for second in the Intermountain League. You finish second, you still get to throw your name in the hat at a shot at a playoff.
Yep.
So, we're going to take a little break. We're going to send the alma mater your way. So,
we should. Yeah,
take a break, do that. Take a listen, and we'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, final score, Timberlake 45, Kellogg 18. tough outing for the Wildcats. I misspoke earlier. Next week is senior night.
Oh, it's 2 weeks to homecoming.
2 weeks to homecoming.
Yeah.
So we have home games next week and the week after. Shot at second place in the Intermountain League on the line. I believe it is Bonners Ferry next week. So that's going to be a can't miss. Wildcats lost that game literally on the goal line last.
They did. And they gave up the first play of the game. They gave up a touchdown.
They gave up
there.
Yeah, they gave up a touchdown on the opening kickoff and then a drive in the final minute. The game was bookended by Bonners Ferry touchdowns.
I think they got that one marked down, Josh. I think they've had this one on the calendar.
Yeah, that one is an absolute must-win, must-get game. I'm sure I haven't looked at the schedule, but I do believe we have some volleyball action coming your way next week. I think we have Timberlake in the house, which is potentially a.
Oh boy, that's an IML tilt right there.
Oh, and I was wrong again. Mike LaFontaine just calling me out on my BS from his home in Post Falls. Next week is senior night. Next week senior night against Priest River, and then homecoming against Bonners Ferry.
Oh, well, there we go. We were
so
close,
I don't want to. I don't want to
be
be facetious here, but the Wildcats are probably going to notch another big win on senior night. That's a good morale boost. They're going to have a lot of momentum going into that really, really, really important tilt against Bonners Ferry.
For sure.
But for Simon Miller, I'm Josh McDonald. We're going to have some more action for you this next week, and thank you so much for watching Wildcats Live.
And get well, Mr. LaFontaine, and go Cats.